Have you ever stopped for a moment and thought, why does everything feel so rushed now? The phones, the news, even our thoughts, they never seem to rest. But here's the truth. You don't have to keep running at the same speed as the world. You've already done the hard work, built your home, raised your family, cared for everyone around you. Now it's time to care for you. In this video, we're going to talk about something deeply important: how to slow down and live a calmer, more meaningful life after 60. We'll talk about why this stage of life is not about fading away, it's about living with peace, purpose, and presence. I'll share gentle ways to simplify your days, real stories from people like you, and small steps that bring joy back into everyday moments. So take a deep breath. Let's begin this journey together. And before we start, tell me your state in the comments and write, "I choose slow," if you're ready to bring calm back into your life. 1. A quiet rebellion, choosing peace over pressure. There comes a point in life when you quietly realize you don't need to keep proving anything. Maybe it happens in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, when you've already spent decades working, raising children, and keeping up with a world that never seems to stop. You've played by every rule society gave you: work hard, stay busy, don't fall behind. But now, deep down, something feels different. You no longer want to climb higher, you just want to breathe. This shift is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's what I call a quiet rebellion. It's the moment you decide that your value isn't measured by how much you own or how busy your schedule looks. It's when you start to see that peace, silence, and simplicity are not signs of slowing down, they're signs of strength. You realize that joy doesn't come from doing more, but from doing what truly matters: a morning walk, a phone call with someone you love, or simply sitting by the window watching sunlight move across the room. The truth is, the world was built to make us rush, to sell us the idea that being busy means being successful. But you have the power to step off that treadmill. You've earned it. This is your time to trade chaos for calm and noise for meaning. Because sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to simply slow down and live your life on your own peaceful terms. 2. Walter's story: from more to meaning. Let me tell you about Walter, a 71-year-old man from Ohio who spent most of his life doing everything right. He worked hard, paid every bill on time, and made sure his family had what they needed. His home was full, closets packed, a garage overflowing, walls covered with memories. But one quiet morning, he looked around and felt something unexpected: emptiness. The rooms were full, but his heart wasn't. His wife had passed, his children had moved away, and what used to be a lively home now echoed with silence. He realized he had spent years collecting things, but had forgotten to collect moments. So Walter made a choice that many dream about but few ever take. He let go. He sold his big house and moved into a small cottage near a lake. He gave away furniture, clothes, and things he hadn't touched in years. And with every item he released, he felt lighter. He started waking up early, walking by the lake, and tending to a small garden. Most of all, he reconnected with his son. Slow weekends, quiet coffee, real laughter. Walter says, "I used to think a big life meant having a lot. Now I know it means having enough." His story reminds us that peace doesn't come from more, it comes from less. Sometimes letting go is the only way to truly come home to yourself. 3. The endless race: why we keep chasing more. Let's be honest, most of us didn't decide on our own that more equals happiness. We were taught that. From the time we were young, we saw ads, TV shows, and now endless online posts telling us that if we just bought this, upgraded that, or looked a certain way, we'd finally feel complete. And after years of hearing that message, it started to sound true. But the truth is, it's a trap, a never-ending race where the finish line keeps moving. You get the new phone, the new car, or the new furniture, and for a short moment, it feels good. But then the excitement fades, and you're left wondering, what's missing? It's not greed. It's how our world is built. The economy wants us restless, always wanting more. But here's something freeing. You don't have to keep running. You can step off that treadmill and say, I already have enough. Not because you've stopped dreaming, but because you've started waking up. Think about it. Real happiness has never come from a store. It comes from the laughter at your dinner table, the fresh air on your morning walk, the calm in your own home. The next time you feel the urge to buy something just to fill the silence, pause. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or do I just need peace? You'll be surprised how often your heart already has what it's been looking for. 4. 5 gentle steps to live slowly. Now that we understand why life feels rushed and how chasing more often leaves us empty, let's talk about how to slow down, gently, simply, and in a way that feels natural. You don't need to make huge changes or move away from everything you know. The real magic begins with small, kind choices that slowly bring calm back into your life. Here are 5 steps that can help you live a slower, more peaceful life, no matter your age or background. Step 1. Declutter your space, clear your mind. Our things don't just fill our homes, they fill our heads. Open one drawer, one shelf, or one closet, and ask yourself, does this bring me peace or pressure? If it no longer serves you, let it go. Give it to someone who needs it, or donate it. You'll notice your home and your mind feeling lighter. Step 2. Spend less, choose better. Most of us don't shop out of need, we shop out of habit or boredom. Next time you want to buy something, wait 30 days. If you still want it after that, maybe it's truly valuable. If not, you've saved money and space. Instead of things, invest in experiences, like coffee with a friend or a small day trip. Step 3. Create a moment of stillness every day. You don't need to meditate for hours. 5 minutes of quiet can change your mood. Sit with your tea, breathe deeply, or watch the sunlight move through your window. Let your thoughts slow down. Step 4. Reconnect with someone who matters. Call a friend, send a note, or visit a neighbor. Real conversation brings joy that no screen ever could. Listen fully and speak with kindness. It's those small exchanges that fill your heart. Step 5. Celebrate the small joys. Notice the simple beauty around you, the smell of coffee, the sound of rain, the warmth of your blanket. Every evening, think of 3 small things that brought you peace that day. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less, it means doing what truly matters, with more attention, care, and love. When you begin living this way, life doesn't just slow down, it becomes richer, gentler, and far more meaningful. 5. Living differently, dealing with social pressure. When you start choosing a slower, simpler life, not everyone will understand, and that's okay. You might hear questions like, "Why are you downsizing?" or "Don't you want a newer car?" People often mean well, but they've been taught the same message we all grew up with, that success means having more. So, when you decide to step away from that race, it can make others uncomfortable. But remember, you're not living to impress anyone. You're living to feel at peace. Living slowly takes quiet courage. It means choosing depth over display, calm over chaos, presence over performance. And here's something beautiful. You don't have to defend your choices. You can simply say, I already have enough, or I'm creating space for what really matters. The people who truly love you will see the difference. They'll notice that you laugh more, listen better, and carry yourself lighter. Some might even start to follow your example when they see how peaceful your life feels. In a world obsessed with speed and noise, your stillness becomes its own kind of leadership. Every time you choose calm instead of rush, gratitude instead of greed, you plant a seed, one that quietly reminds others that there's another way to live. You don't need approval, you just need truth. Because real freedom begins when you stop running and finally choose to live on your own peaceful terms. Now, take a deep breath with me, slow and steady. Feel it fill your chest and remind you that you're still here, still growing, still capable of change. Because at this stage of life, peace isn't a dream, it's a decision. You've spent years doing, caring, and holding everything together for others. Now it's time to live for you. Slowing down isn't about quitting, it's about coming home. To your heart, your rhythm, your truth. You don't need a bigger house, a new car, or the latest gadget to feel alive. What you need is space, to breathe, to rest, to appreciate what's already around you. A simple life is not a smaller life, it's a richer one. It's waking up grateful, not rushed. It's spending less time organizing things and more time sharing stories. It's realizing that joy doesn't come from what's new, but from what's real. And if you've been waiting for a sign to start, this is it. Begin with one small change today. Clear one drawer. Make one phone call. Take one peaceful walk. Then do it again tomorrow. Because life doesn't transform overnight. It changes slowly, beautifully, one mindful choice at a time. If this message touched you, write "I choose slow" and your state in the comments. Let's remind the world that slowing down isn't giving up. It's finally beginning to live the way we were meant to.